So
Just in the
key
middle
TV
of it.
characters you find most interesting. Do you like villains like Walter White or Cersei Lannister?
Wait,
Do you
Walter
like
White, hold on. You just came out of the gate swinging. Walter White is at most morally gray, but certainly not a
no?
villain.
Have you watched that show?
Breaking Bad, yeah.
He is absolutely the villain of the story.
He
We root
he
for him
dev
as our protagonist, but he
he
is
devolves.
absolutely
Hold on. No. He devolves into a product of his circumstance.
the man makes and sells drugs.
We can do a whole episode breaking down Breaking Bad. If you're making the proposition that by simply making and selling drugs makes you an evil person, then there are a lot of people who are victims of circumstance that would fight you on that.
Walter White does get worse throughout the series, yes, but he is absolutely the villain of that overarching story. In the beginning, he is morally gray, but I mean, we're not talking about the end is when he makes his turn. He is definitely a villain well beyond that. And there are worse villains, so you have a villain versus villain story happening most of the time. But he is a villain that we root for in a lot of ways. But he is a villain. But either way, this is
That's a hot
asking what
take,
kind of
guys. Get in the
characters.
comments. Is Walter White a villain?
Yeah, please tell me if you agree or not. I think Morgan will be surprised.
That's wild. But also, Walter White is the only
They're
character on this
also
list that I recognize.
they're also pairing him with Cersei Lannister, who's also a villain in Game of
That's true.
Thrones.
That's true.
Kelly Kapoor is from The Office.
Well,
Ted
actually,
Lasso is
no.
from
I
Lasso.
haven't seen I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but Cersei is also a morally gray character, from my understanding. I mean, like everybody in Game of Thrones is morally gray, but Cersei,
She's.
I have read, can have justifiable reason for the things that she does. So,
I think She's
as
mostly
a person
villainous.
who's never seen Game of Thrones, that is my 2 cents. I take it back though. I do know who Baby Yoda and Sailor Moon are.
Okay. Joe
I
Exotic,
don't.
of course, was the Tiger King. Khloe Kardashian
Okay,
is a Kardashian.
a
So, of
Kardashian.
these, what type of character do you find most interesting?
I guess I guess I would have to go Walter White because we just did a whole diatribe about how is he a villain or is he just a morally gray victim of circumstance?